All right, guys, we've ranked the games. Now it's time to rank the movies. Who's ready?
I'm always ready, Elon. Let's do this.
I've got my popcorn ready for this one.
I have to admit, I haven't seen many Dragon Ball movies, but I'm always up for a good discussion.
Great. Now let's start with the top tier. For me, Dragon Ball Super Broly and Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods are definitely in the top tier. GOAT movies. They're both incredible.
I agree with you there, Elon. Those two movies are definitely one of the best of the bunch, and I like Broly movies from the 90s even more.
Yes.
But I'd also put Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F in the top tier. It's a great movie, too.
You know, I'm not sure what to put in the top tier, guys. I haven't seen those movies, but I'll take your word for it.
No problem, Joe. All right, let's move on to the high mid tier. For me, Dragon Ball Z Fusion, Reborn, and Dragon Ball Z, Wrath of the Dragon, belong in the high mid tier. They're good movies, but not GOAT movies.
I'd have to agree with you there, Elon. And I'd also put Dragon Ball Z, the world's strongest, in the high mid tier. It's a classic.
I'm starting to feel left out here, guys. I haven't seen any of these movies. Can we rank something else?
Don't worry, Joe. We'll get you up to speed.
I played a lot of Dragon Ball games, but yeah.
It's okay. Now, let's move on to the low mid tier. For me, Dragon Ball, Curse of the Blood Rubies, and Dragon Ball Mystical Adventure belong in the low mid tier. They're decent movies, but not as good as the others.
That's something, Elon.
Yeah.
And I'd also put Dragon Ball Z Dead Zone in the low mid tier. It's not a bad movie, but it's not great either. What about you, Joe?
Okay, boys. I feel like I can contribute now. For the bottom tier, I'd say Dragon Ball Z, Bio Broly, and Dragon Ball Evolution definitely belong there. They're so bad.
Absolutely. These movies were the worst.
I have a joke for you guys.
Oh, yeah?
Do it.
Why did the Dragon Ball Evolution movie fail? Because it was more like Dragon Ball Devolution.
Good one.
Those movies were a disgrace to the Dragon Ball franchise. It really sucks.
Completely. Let's go back to the list, guys. So, like you said, Donald, I'll add Dragon Ball Z Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, and put in the GOAT tier.
Yeah, it's very good.
I don't know if you watched this movie, boys, but Dragon Ball GT, A Hero's Legacy is kind of sad, not great, but I'll put in mid-tier.
I remember this one.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. It happens 100 years later. Everyone is dead.
So, I'm thinking about Dragon Ball Z, Bardock, the father of Goku. It belongs to the top tier for me, or maybe high tier. Right, guys?
I've seen that one.
It's a good choice, Elon. And for me, I would put Dragon Ball Z, The Return of Cooler. It's a great movie with epic fight scenes.
Definitely a high tier.
High tier, yes.
All right, I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. For the low mid-tier, I'd say Dragon Ball Z, BoJack Unbound, and Dragon Ball Z, Super Android 13.
I'm with you on that, Joe.
Good to know.
I'd have to agree with you both. Those movies definitely belong in the low mid-tier.
Well, it looks like we've got another good tier list. I have to admit, I never thought I'd be ranking Dragon Ball movies with you guys.
You never know what life has in store for you, Joe.
As long as we can all agree that the prequels are the best, I'm in.
It was great talking to you guys about Dragon Ball. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go work on my secret project to build a real-life dragon radar.
And I'll be busy studying up on the Kamehameha wave. I hear it's a very powerful energy blast. Maybe I can use it to make America great again.
Well, I think I'll just stick to watching the show. Thanks for the chat, guys. See you later.